Welcome, welcome, welcome to your Biz Tips special. And you're here with your host, Anna Misting. And I am having to give you an apology because I am 15 minutes late. Yes, that is what happens when you depend on technology. So let me just share with you a little bit of my fiasco, what I have been going through. My computer from yesterday started saying it cannot read the USBs. Now, guess what? I've got microphones, I've got cameras, I've got everything set up to go so I can present to you today. And here I am last night thinking, well, maybe it's just a technical glitch. We'll figure it out. I actually put in different connections, everything. And guess what? Still the same issue. So now I am using the actual computer camera, which I hasten to add is not the best. It doesn't show my best side. And it just makes you flustered. You know, when you think you've got your game together and then things just go out of the way? Well, guess what? You get a bit flustered, but you don't give up or give in. You adapt, and that's business. And that is what we're here to talk about today. So why am I here before you? Because 2020, if we all admit, it's been a poo-poo year so far. I was going to say something else. But I remember this needs to be PG, so I will not say what actually was on my mind. And because 2020 has been just not the year, I mean, let's talk about this. Have you, like me, had plans to travel? I've missed engagement parties. I've missed 3 graduations. I've missed 2 weddings. I mean, come on. What's next? Then there's next week Thanksgiving, and then they may even scrap Christmas. I mean, really, this is just not the one. But with all of this going on, and sadly, a lot of job loss and people being laid off, losing homes, so losing lives, it came to me that this is not the time for us to roll over and give up. No, 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 no. That's not us. This is the time when, as I have said previously many times before, if you do any see of my business segments, it's time to adapt and to become flexible to the new environment. Like you and I sharing this screen. Who would have thought I would have been here a year ago? Let me be honest with you. I used to hate social media. I'll keep it real. People be on here talking their business, pretending they're what they're not, and then they put on all these what do you call them? Filters, and do whatever. And I'm like, well, I'll never be online because I'm just a natural type of gal who just likes to live happy-go-lucky, float my boat, and just chill. But guess what? Because of having to work from home, I'm having to be online every day. I'm teaching, I'm studying, all kinds of things. So, hey, I've had to adapt. And then, of course, I thought, why should I only do this alone when there's so many others out there who could do with this guidance and support? Because we've all had to adapt. Very few people, except for people who work in the medical fields, life has stayed the same. And even for them, they've had to change. So let's talk about and see how we can adapt our careers and our shit, because that's what this is all about. I want to talk to you about those dreams, those little butterflies, those little feelings that you've had deep inside that you desired and maybe dreamt of even as a young person to have your own business. But of course you're like, nah, I need to keep my day job. And if you were like me, as I tell you a little bit about myself, who was a teen mum and a single mum, you've done and had to learn to be quite a few different things to a few people. So I've had to be a teen mom, I've had to be a student, I've had to be an employee, then I've had to do really long hours, trying to then study my law degree, staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning, getting 2, maybe 3 hours if I'm lucky sleep. Then I'm having to wake up, get the baby ready, take her to a sitter. Then I'm off to work for the 7 o'clock shift, leaving work, going on to university, then leaving university, going back to work, and then going back and getting my child, and then starting the routine all over again. And still, as I said, trying to study. It was a nightmare. I cried many days, trust me. But guess what? It's some of the foundation of where I am today. So I totally understand, especially if you're a single mom or, working moms. And then let's not talk about then having to be a mom of a teenager. Of course, I've never parented before. And teenage years, woohoo! I will tell you, I was not liking my daughter between the ages of 14 to 19. She drove me insane. So what did I do? I had to go and learn specifically how to work with my daughter and young people of that stage. And maybe that's what got me into teaching, because after learning that and knowing how to recognize that she's going through things just as much as I am, then it allowed me to be a much better support network to her. And she is an amazing young woman today. So I'm truly proud of my daughter and the achievements and things that she's accomplished. So that's just a little bit about me. But let's talk about our desire to turn our careers and the skills that we have into entrepreneurship. So, first of all, what's this? Can you see this? Let me put it on my face. Yeah, I think you all know what this is now. This is the new normal. And I want to say a great, great big thank you to an awesome designer and dressmaker by the name of Makeda, and her business is called Saran Prints. Now, what has she done in the time? Well, guess what? Because we've had to adapt, and because it's the time of the mask, what did she do? She made us all these awesome things. She makes great masks with animal print that allow you to breathe well. She's put the layers in that are required. Then I think they're even better than the N95 personally. And it allows me to breathe. It has space. And of course, it's funky. And I love the colors and designs. I actually have a few more, but I thought that's enough. So what has Saran Prints done? They've adapted. They've adapted to what is happening around. They've taken not just their great talents of fashion, design, and create and sewing. What they've done is they said, right now the world needs masks. I'm going to start making masks. Great, fabulous masks of African print. I'm so proud of her. And if you want anything made or designed, Saran Prints. You can find her on Instagram, and her name is Makeda. So that's my first business plug. Each day I'll plug the minimum of 2 businesses, and they most likely will be women, because at the moment I'm kind of focused on the women. And that is not because I don't love you men, because yes, I do. But right now, the women are the ones that are going to actually be finding it much harder in this economic downturn to try and get their skills or their careers back on track, if not moving forward at this time because of the coronavirus. So another thing that's been made, somebody thought of. So we all know about the lanyard, yeah? This thing here that you put around your neck. Well, I have a special one because I'm classed as a vulnerable person. And as a vulnerable person, I actually don't, because of my hidden disability, I don't actually have to wear a mask, but I do. And these are some of the things that are made for me, for me to explain to people why I can't wear them. Someone just in the last 2 months made these. Use their skills. See what it says? Please give me space. Okay. because unfortunately, I can't breathe like everybody else. So I need space because not all the time can I wear my mask. And so somebody in the past 2 months made these. They used their talents and their skills to get creative and make something and adapt it to what we need today. And that's what I'm talking about. Have you got a skill or talent that you could use? And I am positively sure you do. So let's look into that. Oh, one of my guests have said they're starting a fried dumpling business. Oh, wow. Yes, we like that. See, I told you I'm having technical issues. Now the slideshow is going crazy. Oh, my goodness. What is this? Oh, my goodness. All I can say is that this world has gone mad. Oh, that is fantastic. So we have another business starting. So a fried dumpling business. Now, for all of those of you who are of West Indian and Caribbean, that's either bakes or whatever, fried dumplings, you know that is something that we enjoy. And I know that this beautiful gem, her name is Corona Birch, she makes some fantastic food. So you will, whoever she buys them, is going to enjoy those. So yes, we are going to promote that business, which I have done. And you need to also tell me what you've got a name for it or anything, so I can let people know and how can they contact you. So I'm going to try again to get this slideshow up. We're going to try again. You never know. It may work. If not, guess what? We're going to adapt. I know what it is anyway. Yay, it worked. So for those of you on Instagram, you know what I'm going to say. One needs to subscribe. Now, these 5-day specials are actually not going to be on just my usual YouTube. You are going to have to join my tribe, which is, as you know, fat. Yes, we are fat. Yes. And I'm proud to be fat. Why am I proud to be fat? Because I am fabulous and thriving. That's right, people. We are fabulous and thriving. We are fat. Woohoo! So what it is that I want to make sure that all of you who have spent the time and who really need the support will be able to access this content. So if you stay with me for the whole 5 days, so that's from Sunday to Thursday, I will be giving some special bonuses at the end of the week, and you will not be disappointed. And for all those single mummies out there, because I totally get and understand how you feel, I am going to give you an extra special bonus because I want you to get that leg up, that bootstraps pulled up, that assistance that you need that can help you on that road to entrepreneurship. So let's have a look at a few things and you tell me where you're at. So I want to make me some more. Oh, that's another thing. I love to sing. I'm always singing, dancing, prancing around the place. I think I could have been in a Disney movie, I would have made a good Disney movie, me. Couldn't you see me there singing? Wah? No, maybe not. Hey, my cousin's joined. She's another business I'm going to plug. But seeing as she's here, Melissa Jane's in the house. Fantastic for you to join me. And I'm definitely going to plug your business because she's one of the businesses I'm going to tell you who will be able to assist you with all your social media needs. Melissa Jane in the house. Any social media needs you need, whether that's video, sound, all that's what she's about. She can help you to get that ship sailing. So we need you to contact melissajane.com. So let's look at this and you tell me. I'm going to give you some homework. You're not going to just get all this from me and just be lazy. No, people, we've got to work for this. So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to think right now about just go one thing that you think you have as a skill or talent that could become a business. I've just shown you a few things that people have just turned around. And while you're thinking, I'm going to play you a little thought music, just a little something. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm so discombobulated with everything just gone out the way. It's just not the thing. So what I need you to do, I need you, while the music's playing, just to think about what kinds of inspiration you need to help you to take that skill or talent and make that into a business. Now, I know you may not know how to, but first of all, before we go with the how to, you've got to decide what it is. So I want you to think about that while I just top up my whiskers. What have you thought about? A skill, cooking. Oh, another person that actually is fantastic at making cakes and baking. My cousin Pat. She texted me today and gave me a glimmer of hope. She said, I'm getting my Christmas baking list ready. Do you want anything? Girl, I got happy because I love me some cake. I'm excited. So, another person who's using their skills and talents and creativity to bring joy into the world. So, what have you thought about? And don't doubt anything that you thought, even the first thing that comes into your head. What do you think you could turn or build into a business? Dream big, and I'm going to help inspire you. Why do we need inspiration in our lives? Why? Because without inspiration, then those aha moments don't happen. Inspiration is that little bit of fire, those butterflies that come in your belly. That's the inspiration that will even make you go and say to that person that you've been really admiring or even having a little crush on, and just say, oh, go for it. It's now or never. You got some inspiration. So let's talk about it. So, we cannot measure or quantify inspiration. But without inspiration, there's nothing to measure because we produce nothing. So we need inspiration. It helps our productivity. There's 3 parts to inspiration, according to psychologists Todd Thrash and Andrew Elliott. There's evocation, which is inspiration is created spontaneously and without intent. We love spontaneity. Woohoo! There's transcendence. This part comes in moments of clarity and with the awareness of new possibilities. We all love new possibilities. And the approach, motivation. It's a fancy way of saying that the person with the inspiration seeks to communicate that vision. So what have you been inspired to do? What have you been inspired to make into a business? And it's with that you then want to be motivated to go and make that vision, that dream become a reality. It's important to note that inspired people were neither more nor less conscientious than any others. So, not because they're inspired means that they've got more or less. It's just that they've taken something out and put something in. Meaning that inspiration wasn't something that they could command or will to happen. No, they had to seek it just like you. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do today. The other thing inspired people have in common is a strong desire to master what they do without being too competitive. So, right now, I know there are many people online. Sorry. Oh dear. Got a bit of dry throat. And it's not COVID. Okay. And, many people online right now are coaching, mentoring, teaching, tutoring, all kinds of things. And you would think that the internet and the bandwidths are saturated. But guess what? That's not true. Everybody has their own story. You are your own knowledge broker. And within that, somebody out there could be blessed by you. That's right, you. You have something within you that someone else could use, that someone else that you have the solution to their problem. And that's just life. And that's the cycle of life. So don't think that because someone else has done it or someone else could be great at it, doesn't mean that you can't be too. Everybody has different skills. And that's one of the wonderful things about being humans. We're unique. Critical factors in people who are often inspired: a confidence in their abilities, being comfortable with their specialities. Self-esteem. Inspired people have the confidence not to doubt themselves. Many times we stop from doing things that we really desire because we are scared. We are fearful and we don't want to fail. Who likes failure? Not I, not me. That's not true. I've actually learned so much from failing. I've had failed businesses, when I say they're failed, I haven't really had failed relationships. I just chose not to be in them anymore. It's not because it failed. It's because it didn't fit where I was going. We weren't on the same page on the journey. I don't see it as a failure. I've grown. Every relationship that I've had from my daughter's dad up has been positive and been better than the one before. So, no, I don't see it as a failure, but I definitely learned from those relationships. So, optimism. You have got to be optimistic. People with optimism are more open and more prone to inspiration. And that's what you need. You need to see your glass as half full, and a few more drops will make it get fuller. That's not a real word, is it? Fuller? No. We'll get it even more full. So, I'm kind of jiggly, bobbly, and getting a dry throat. Inspiration is not just a flash of vision, it's a motivation that births creativity and motivation. Why is my throat dry? This is not on. This is not showbiz, guys. This is not showbiz. So, here's my question. And I want you to do some homework. I'm not going to keep you guys. This is just a taster. Tomorrow, we're going to go into more depth. And if you're like me, I'm kind of old school and I like paper. Yes, I like paper. So this is one of the things that I like to do with my clients. I like you to write a few things down because it's good for you to see stuff on paper. And I like you to put down your goals, your desires, and your hurts. One of the things that we don't realize is that our hurts are often the main things that keep us from moving forward. Things in our past we hold on to or we fear, and so they block us and they stop us from moving forward. So, what I want you to do, I want you today, and then come back tomorrow so we can talk about it, is I want you to think about things in your past that have hurt you and be honest. And if you've got to shed a tear, shed a tear. But it's time to speak your truth to empowerment. That's how you're going to be free. And then you're going to put down what your desires are, what you really would like, whatever it is. I don't know, from the new house, new car, new shoes, whatever. But what's your desire? Put that down in column number 2. And then in column number 3, I want you to put down the goals, because it's those desire that then you're going to then try and work towards the goal to obtain it. So that's what the aim is. Let's start using our skills and talents to obtain some of our desires, and we will work towards the goals. So what skills or talents do you have? That is the question. I want you to dream big. I want you to dream big. Yep, I want you not to be fearful. I want you to dream big. I want you to put down, this is your homework, guys, hurts or things in the past that you think may be blocking you. Desires, things that you would dream to have or do, and goals. These are the ways that we think we could be able to achieve the desires. So that's 1, past hurts or fears. 2, your dreams and desires. 3, the goals, how you going to get to it. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Very simple. 1, 2, and 3. Very simple. 1, 2, and 3. I need to say it again. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me, what's number 1? Someone out there tell me what's number 1. What was number 1 that you have to do? To speak your truth to empowerment. What's number 1? Write down your hurt or fears. That's number 1. What's number 2? Number 2. Who knows what number 2 is? If you do, put it in the chat. Let me know. Number 2. Your dreams, your desires. Number 3. What we got as number 3, guys? Number 3. That's right. Dreams or... Whoop, no, I messed up. You see, I'm human too. Goals. That's what we're going to do. Number 3 are goals. Okay? Goals, or even better, priorities. But we'll talk about those more tomorrow. So we're going to discuss throughout the week. We're going to talk about your goals and your priorities. That's 1. Then we're going to talk about networks. Who is your network? And what and how does your network impact you with regards to how you move forward with your dream or desire? Okay. And just so you know, networking is not just all about business. We're gonna go through an exercise, and we're gonna throughout the week, and we're gonna talk about our network. Your network can consist of up to 9 things if we go by Glenna Crook's PhD. And I love the way how she puts it. It's amazing. And I'm going to share this with you because it's going to help you to get through a lot of stuff. And then we're going to talk about marketing. And on that, I know that I have another beautiful young lady that can also assist with that. I mean, you know what? I'm so blessed. And this is what I'm talking about. You want to have your own business, but you cannot have your own business off your own back. Maybe you've got lots of money and you can just go out there and splash and do whatever. But even for you to build your clientele and get customers, you're going to need to collaborate with someone. That's just the way it is. Prime example, big corporates. Look at McDonald's. They collaborate. They collaborate with Disney, Pixar, and DreamWorks. How? Because what happens is their Happy Meals will have whatever it is that is coming out in the movies then, and that encourages people to bring their kids to McDonald's. McDonald's, then you get a little Disney toy or from DreamWorks, Pixar, or Lego, and that's what they do. So they collaborate. So don't think that you don't collaborate. And so coming together, I have no problem in saying, instead of me trying to just hustle you and say, I can do everything, but not doing everything well, that would be foolish, because then I would be doing you an injustice and not serving you correctly. And when I do things, that's why I'm so frustrated. I like to do things well. I like to do things where you're just as comfortable as I am. And what it is that I expect that once you and I have had an encounter, you're going to gain and leave with even more than when you met. Pointless if you leave the same. Pointless. But that's the aim. And then you're to then be inspired, there's that word, for you to then go and do even more. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at, remember, 3 things. 1, your fears or past hurts. 2, your dreams and your desires. And I want you to dream big, guys. Please dream big. We start off small, but we're dreaming big because we're into expansion, globalization. Come on now. And then number 3, what the goals are. And we're going to look at your priorities. We're going to look at networking. We're going to look at marketing. And we're going to look at promotions and branding. So these are some of the things that we're going to look at and how you can achieve those things. So I appreciate you spending time with me this evening. Now, what I am going to say to you is, if you want this video, it's not going to just be easily accessible like my other things on YouTube. This is going to go into our Facebook group, and that's going to be our Fabulous and Thriving Facebook group. Or my you can get the videos as well off Instagram. That's also going to be put in my video vault, and so you will be able to get all 5 of these at the end of the week if you join my tribe. Woohoo! So I want to wish you all a fantastic evening. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I forgot. How could I forget? Every day I've got to plug my baby's business. So I told you about my amazing daughter. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing just one. Let me put this in. I had practiced this. I did. I actually had really practiced this, but I don't know now if it's going to work because I've been so flustered. But I have 2 hats. So I do business, yes, and I'm a reality coach. I am one of those people, like to keep it real. I'm kind, but I'm truthful, but very diplomatic about it. And so that's me. In the week, I do 2 things. So I've got 2 hats. I've got a few hats, actually, more than that. But I'm Anna Mistake, okay? And, of course, I'm Flawsome. And that's what this T-shirt says, for those of you that can see. And then I'm also a person that thinks spiritually. So for all of you that want to sign up for my fan page, no, I'm kidding. And then I also do ministry. I love the Lord, and I like to give everybody a daily nugget from the Lord. And that's to do with my other passion, which is devotionals. So there you go, is 2 hats. And these T-shirts, because someone else invented the graphic tee, if you like one of them, this is one I've got on, but here's some that we made earlier. Ha 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 ha. That's the graphic tee for the one. And this is the one for, which has still got some of the label and branding on. Let's get that off. So I think my graphic tees are lovely. That's my viewpoint. That's what I think. Yes, I do. So if you're interested, let me know and I will get a T-shirt to you. And where can you access that? Well, you'll be able to access that from my beautiful daughter's website, because she has her own business, and that's called Inspired by Boutique. And she's going to have these on there, and you will be able to purchase them. So go and check her out. That's www.inspiredby-boutique.com. And, let me know what you think, because she's got some awesome stuff on there, especially if you're a mummy, because she sells children's wear. So again, wishing you a great evening. Thank you so much for joining. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, 8 p.m. BST, 3 p.m. EST. I am looking forward to it. And I promise I will have everything situated. I've got to sort out my camera and my sound. So wishing you guys a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.